Hi guys, this is day number 331 of my 365 live stream challenge. Again, I'm teaching you one more lesson. Sorry, a lot of planes flying here, the noise. So this is work day, Wednesday. So I'm teaching you one more lesson here about how we automate business process. We have like 4 stages: discovery phase, we have implementation, we have onboarding, and we have like post-release support and maintenance. So we are on the 3rd stage, onboarding. We implement the solution, custom build or some license customization. And now yesterday I showed you how we do data migration, and today actually I made one little mistake in my ERP implementation diagram. In this 3rd stage onboarding, the order is wrong. After data migration, we usually do trainings and only then production setup, not vice versa. Why so? Because before we do production setup, we need to know that system is working according to user expectations. So we need to show and let employees use the system for a while in testing mode, on demo, on test, and then on demo, and then on staging environment, which means the data will be very close to production. But still it's not production yet, because we don't want to waste our time setting up production, which might be wrong yet because we haven't done all the final tests. And to let employees test the things, we already need to teach them a bit. So we do trainings first before we do production setup. So how the training looks like: first of all, it consists of 2 stages, steps. First step is like we prepare documentation, and second step we actually show them how to do the trainings. When it comes to documentation, we have, sorry guys, again a bit of noise, some music guy playing here, riding on a bicycle. Putting together documentation step, first step, it consists of 2 big documentation hubs. One is project based documentation, project documentation hub, which we prepare and maintain as soon as we start the project, like the discovery phase. And this is the kind of documentation we refer to during the development, so that we keep updated our clients and everybody knows where we are. Everyone is on the same page, and usually we don't use the documentation that much after we release all software to production. Then we have like product documentation, not project documentation, but product documentation, the ERP software we create documentation. And this is kind of documentation which consists of basically 2 things: user manuals, instructions for different roles, how to use different functions inside of the system we created for them. And the second part is like technical documentation, some functions that require extra explanation, some specific formulas, algorithm, AI, maybe some search criteria that are hard to remember and it will be hard to get from the code. So we need to put some extra explanation for the in-house developers of our clients, or for our own developers, because you will forget that with time, with a couple months. So that's the second reason why we add technical documentation section into product documentation hub. Once we do all the documentation, we will not cover it from in one run. We will do the basic things that the client thinks they need, plus we think they need, and only then we will show them and let them do the trainings. And during some trainings and onboarding process, we might realize we are missing this, and that one does not work, so we need to update and to add new documentation and instructions into our hubs. So then we do the trainings. For the trainings, it all depends on the size of the project and size of the company we automate. Okay, the same guy with the music box. Sorry guys for the noise again. So anyway, now trainings. For the trainings, again, it depends highly on the company size. If it's a small company beneath 50 employees usually, and software is not super complex, then we just teach the main person how to use the software, and a lot of that is already known to that person, because Now we build that software together, and that person already knows, a kind of project manager from the client side. And then it's the responsibility of that project manager to pass through all the information, documentation, trainings to all the necessary employees. But for bigger companies like 300 employees, 500, 1,000 employees, they have like 8-10 departments, and they have manager for each of the departments, and it will be harder task for project manager on their side to do that. They're not doing this like that often like our agency does. So that's where we step in, and we teach not only do the training not only for the project manager that knows whole system more or less, but we will also teach every department manager how the software works, how their department functions work, what they need to use, and then other roles as well. So yes, we are not. It's not our goal to go on site and show every employee how to use the software. We have instructions, we have manuals, and we help top managers and managers of departments whom we teach, whom we give that information, and then that's their responsibility to pass through all necessary trainings to their employees working within their departments, because otherwise it will be very hard for us, and it will be very expensive for our clients to use our time in such a way just for trainings all day long. So this is how we do. And like sometimes our trainings we do on site, on workplaces within our client sites. Other times just online meetings is enough. So it depends on the situation and the client, the business type. So this is basically it. All I wanted to share with you about the trainings. This is very important part of onboarding. In most cases, it reveals some problems with software that we haven't done as actually client expected. There was some misunderstanding. So trainings reveal a lot of small and bigger updates to the system usually. So that's all I wanted to share with you. Let me know if you have any questions regarding the training part of ERP automation software projects. Please comment below with any questions. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow, and remember,